I just took a $10,000 payout with Tradeify, and in this video, I'm gonna break down the entire process of how I got that $10,000 payout. We're gonna cover everything from the trades I look for to the thought process and overall how I approach these accounts to get to that 10K payout. Now, did I make mistakes? Absolutely. Did I follow my process majority of the time? Yes, I did. Still made mistakes. I'm human. I'm still human as a trader. We all make mistakes sometimes. However, we managed our mistakes and we still progressed and got to a payout in 11 days on these accounts and trading micros at that. We're going to cover that in this video. Before we do, fam, we're live right here every single day. So be sure to hit that subscribe button and catch the daily live streams. Also, we are running a masterclass in Discord. It's absolutely free. I'm not going to sell you anything. Don't have anything to sell you. It's just a free thing to come hang out and learn a little bit. It's in Discord on October 24th at 7 p.m. Central Time. This Friday, 7 p.m. Central Time. You do not want to miss it. So be sure to click the link in the description to join up on Discord and catch a masterclass. It's going to be a total vibe. You do not want to miss it. It's going to be a banger. Also, if you want to lock in the best deal possible with Tradeify, use code JM to lock in the best deal. And if you use code JM, send me a screenshot in Discord. That's going to get you a free entry to a 150K straight to funded account giveaway. If you buy 5 accounts, that's 5 entries. All you got to do is just send me a screenshot in Discord, and that'll enter you for the 150K straight to funded account giveaway that we're running this month in Discord as well. With that said, fam, let's go ahead and get right into the video. All right, here is the payout certificate from getting a $10,000 payout. Let me move my camera so you guys can see that. There you go, $10,000 paid to Joey Morgan on October 21st, 2025, $10,000 straight to the bank account, fam, and it is going into my personal trading account. Right now, I'm just padding my personal account with all my profit firm payouts, and then obviously the profits that I make in my personal account. But here is the certificate, absolute banger. We are going to talk about things that I did, the process, my thought process, and what overall I have been looking for and doing to get to that payout. Now, first thing on the whole like psychology level, before we jump into like what I look for on the charts, on the whole psychology thing, I didn't need the money, right? I didn't need it. I didn't need the payout. I don't need it, right? And that takes a lot of pressure off trading, therefore allowing me to perform better, right? It sounds cliche, but it's one of the biggest things you can do as a trader is take that pressure off of you and focus on trading, focus on what you know, and perform well. And when you take that pressure off, it allows you to perform at the highest level as a trader because you're not really forcing anything. You're not making bad decisions based off emotion, right? And the second thing too, I would say is like just taking my time with it. I traded micros. I didn't trade minis. Now, did I scale into a mini size with micros? Yes. There were several trades that I took where I started with 5 micros. I might have added 5 more along the trade to equate to a mini. But I like doing that because I can start with a smaller position size. And then if the trade is showing really strong confirmation of going in my favor, then I can feel comfortable with adding a little bit more. So I did start small. My trades were small. I didn't rush it. I only took 1 to 2 trades a day. Some days were a little bit more than that, especially on the days that I made mistakes and shouldn't have taken some trades. Again, I'm human, full transparency. But we were able to get to this payout in 11 days. And I'm getting a lot of questions of people asking me like, Joey, what's your strategy? Like, what did you do? When I was on the Tradeify live stream this morning and we were requesting the payout live, I had a lot of comments of people asking like what my strategy is, what was I looking for, and what trades did I take? So I'm just going to give you a brief overview of kind of what it is that I look for. Now, we are going over this. In the intro, I mentioned the masterclass on October 24th. We are going to cover this in the masterclass on the 24th. So you can use this as kind of like a little warm up, a little pregame, right? Before the 24th there. So the biggest thing that I was looking for, and again, starting with 5 micros, I was just looking for areas that made the most sense for stop runs, right? The NASDAQ is notorious for running key levels and sweeping them and then reversing out of them, right? The NASDAQ is absolutely notorious for that. Okay. And so I've been looking for those exact levels for me to take positions off of it. Right. And for me, that's, I mean, as of lately, it's been all longs. Like I have been wanting to take longs in the market because again, the market's been bullish. I've been having daily bullish bias just based off the market sentiment and using that to dictate which position, which direction I want to take the market. And so what I'm doing is I'm looking for these key pullbacks here where we can find key areas that have a strong support the NASDAQ is likely to push through, right? Now, again, we're looking at today, and now I'll talk about a couple of trades that I took today based off this. So we are looking at hindsight, but we did take trades in this, and I'll break that down here in a second. But I'm looking for key areas for the market to sweep through and then find strength and reverse out of, right? So in this scenario, you can see the market, the NASDAQ swept through these levels, right? Swept through this level, found a lot of strength here, a little bit of consolidation. It's kind of tricky before it finally found the move to go up higher. Now we did take trades in this. If I go down to the 1 minute here, I took 2 trades. One of them was actually a loss. Okay. The trade that I took that was a loss was a little bit more on a lower time frame support level than a larger one, right? And that was the mistake that I paid the price on there. I was looking at this strong support level on a lower time frame versus this one, right? And so I actually took longs off of this level, right? I took longs off of this level right here. When we swept those lows, I was long here, got a little bit in profit, but then it ultimately ended up coming back down and stopping me out. Did it run after it stopped me out? Yes, it did. But then we got the ultimate sink, right? It just became a sinking ship after that. So I paid the price on looking at the support level on the lower time frame versus looking at a 5 minute. So, and to be specific here, I do look at these on a lower time frame, and sometimes there will be trades that I take on a 1 minute support level. However, on the higher time frame, when you have that, it's more strong, right? The higher the time frame, the stronger it is, right? And so again, I would encourage you guys to look at those levels on a higher time frame. But this was one of the trades that I took. Now, after I took that loss, market sank, right? Market sank, and we did end up sweeping this. Now, this is where I took my long. It was right at 41, right? I remember the trade, 241 right here. I took a little bit of heat, right? And then we found the strength, right? Based off how we acted down here after sweeping this key level, we found the strength that I wanted, and we ended up riding this thing all the way up for like about a 36-point trade on the NASDAQ, which profited me about $400 on this trade, right? And so we took about $150 loss here, okay? $150 loss here, $400 winner here, okay? So that was the 2 trades that we took on this move. And so overall, I'm happy with the executions. I'm happy with both trades. I would not have done it any differently. I would have taken this trade probably again. The only critique I have on that is the fact that I took it on a lower time frame versus looking at a much stronger support level on a larger time frame. All right, so that's the only critique I have that. But again, this was a trade that followed the plan. We took it. All right. So with that, overall, pretty good day, but it's thinking like that got me to the payout on Tradeify, the $10,000 payout, right? I just want to take things slow, right? I just want to take things slow. The market's going to be here. We don't have to reach huge profit targets. We can trade micros and make a lot of money. I trade all of these accounts using nothing but micros, and we got it to a 10K payout within 11 days. And so that goes to show that you don't have to trade minis. A lot of people on YouTube, they'll trade minis, they'll show these large P&Ls, and it puts that image, that thought in your brain, like, hey, these guys are making thousands and thousands of dollars a day. And so you automatically think, I need to make thousands and thousands of dollars a day. And that's just not the case, right? You can take a step back, slow things down, and trade small and still make a lot of money if you think about it, right? Chat, let's just think about it for a second. Let's just draw a picture here. I'm just going to scroll over here where there's nothing, so we can just draw a little picture. Let's just say this is week 1, right, of the month. This is week 2. Okay. Then we go to week 3. I know I'm not an artist, chat, so relax. Week 4. Okay. Let's just say you traded micros, right? You trade micros this week. Say you made $1,000, right? Trade micros. Okay. This is really hard to do. There we go. Say you made $1,000. That's, less than $300. That's about $200 profit each day, right? Say you did 1,500 this month, right? And again, this week, we're just this is all hypothetical, chat. This is not like, I'm just making this as an example. So we're up 2,500. Now let's say this week you have a red day, right? Or a red week. Let's just say you lose 500 this week, right? Again, the red day should be small because you don't want your red days wiping out your green days, and you're already trading small. So really your red week should not be larger than your previous green weeks. So let's just say we're back down to 2,000. And then here, let's just say we had our red week. Oops. And then here we have a really good week. All right. 2,000. Okay. Now we're up to $4,000 on the month. Yeah. Trading micros, you're up $4,000 on the month. The profit target for 100K accounts on Tradeify is like 4,500, right? So you would have hit just $500 shy of a profit, a payout just by trading this and having a one red week, all while trading micros, right? So people lose sight of like how much you can make in an entire month while trading micros, right? They think you have to make thousands, $5,000, $4,000, $3,000 in a single week, and that's just not the case, right? The best traders I know are focused on the bigger picture, right? The best traders I know, they're focused on the bigger picture, not what they can do within this 1 week, right? Because the bigger picture is what's going to dictate your success, not what you make in one week, but what you do on a larger time frame in your accounts. That dictates your success. If I could freaking talk, bro. But the best traders focus on that, right? And so if you can switch your mind to think, you know what, I don't need this payout to happen this week. I don't need it to happen next week. I can trade for an entire month and be cool with it and just allow my account to get there and get there and get there. But look what happens, right? Let's just say you have 500K accounts, probably targets 4,500. Let's just say that you finally got to a payout, right? You finally got to a payout over the month. You made it, okay? Let's just draw that out, right? You made it, 4,500. That is horrible. All right, that's 4,500, chat. All right, so say you got there, $4,500 over a month. You can take out 2K out of each of the 5 accounts on Tradeify, right? So on the 100K accounts, you can take out 2K, right? That's 10 grand, right? 10 grand in 1 month, right? That's a 5-figure month going straight to your bank account because you took things slow, right? Because you weren't blowing and blowing and blowing, trying to make it all in 1 week, right? That's still $10,000 in 1 month, more and a lot better than what majority of traders can do right now, right? So this is absolutely massive. You should be thinking like this, all right? This is what got me to a payout. This is how I'm growing my personal account. I have a personal account right now that's up on over 20, I think it's up to over 23% right now over a 3-month period. 23%. I funded it with $25,000. It's up over 23% in 3 months, right? This is how I'm thinking. This is what I'm doing. I'm letting the small wins compound to have larger gains at the end of the month versus trying to have large gains in one single week, right? That's the mind shift. That's the shift that you want to have to get to a payout, because I promise you, it's going to help you get there. I'm not going to guarantee you're going to get there on the first try, but it's going to help you get there a lot quicker, right? And a lot safer too, without blowing several accounts. So that's how I got there. Overall, I'm gonna wrap up this video here in just a bit, but I wanted to break down really like the mindset, what the trades I'd take, what I'm looking for, right? To show you guys that you can do this in a short amount of time. Again, it was 11 trading days for me to get to a payout. Focus on a month, right? If you can make 10K in 1 month, that's incredible. That's incredible. That's more than what most people can do, right? More than what most people can do. And then you take that money and you put it in a personal account and then you grow it, right? And then you just make even more money off the money that you made from a prop firm. That's how you do it. That's what I'm doing. Chat, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's just a small little breakdown of how I have been trading my Tradeify account. If you enjoy this kind of content, smash that like button. Remember, subscribe. We are live every single day right here on the YouTube channel. And also, don't forget about the masterclass in Discord. Click that link in the description. Join up, baby fam. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. I will see you in the next video. Cheers.